Alright, today we're going to be unboxing the Eotech XPS2-0 tan. So like all other Eotechs, it's going to have this cardboard piece on the outside. And then you've got your hard shell plastic case. Up top, you're going to get a silver transparent Eotech sticker, your warranty guide, your warranty registration, as well as a quick reference card. Then down the bottom here is going to be a QR code that will take you to the entire manual. Also in the box, you're going to get an Allen key for tightening down on your Picatinny rail, as well as a single CR123, a battery that's pre-installed in the Optic. Let me get everything out of the way and cleaned up, and we'll start going over the features of the XPS2. Got everything out of the way. So like all other Eotechs, as far as their red dots go, this is a holographic weapon sight. And this is an exclusive color to dealers that are connected to the distributor named RSR. So you can either get this direct from Eotech or dealers that are connected with RSR. So this does seem to be the exact same color as the EXPS3 that I did do a video on. All right, so we'll go over first the materials and finishes here. So the protective hood, and that's the hood that goes around over here, is going to be constructed of aluminum, and it's hard coat anodized. And then these logos right here are going to be laser etched, as well as your windage and elevation adjustments. The optic body, so that's going to be this internal portion that you can see right here, that is FDE. That's going to be constructed of glass infused polymer, and it is painted. It does feel very similar and look very similar to Cerakote, but as someone had pointed out on my EXPS3 video, it's not Cerakote, but he wasn't very clear on what type of paint this was exactly. The battery door right here is going to be constructed of aluminum, and it is also anodized in tan. And you can open it up either with your fingers by just loosening it. It does come pretty tight from the factory, so you may need a flat tip or a coin to remove that. And then also has this little lanyard right here, so you don't lose the battery door when changing out batteries. The optic window, so this window is going to be the window that you look through, and this is the window that is going to be towards the muzzle. So the front portion, the one towards the muzzle, is going to be made from glass, and it's an 1/8 inch thick. And the back, or the part that you look through, is constructed of laminate, and it is 3/16 inch thick. And like with most other Eotech holographic sights, you're going to have zero tinting when it comes to the glass, if any at all. You don't need any type of reflective material to reflect an LED back to you, because this is a projected or holographic image that is just happening inside of the optic. And the reticle inside here is going to be a 68 MOA circle with 4 quadrant ticks. And I'll slide in a picture of how the reticle looks right here. And then in the center of the 68 MOA circle is going to be a 1 MOA dot in the center. And so it does take up one section of Picatinny rail for tightening, and then about 2 to 3 on the tensioning part right here. So this is going to tension against the Picatinny rail. And then this is possibly maybe 5 to 6 sections. So not a huge footprint, and it's also not extremely tall. This one is a little bit lower than the EXPS3. This one is going to be absolute co-witness, so if you have iron sights, they're going to flip up and be in the center of the window, versus the EXPS3 as being 1/3 co-witness. So the controls, we'll go over first the windage and elevation adjustments. There's going to be these two on the right side here. So each click on these knobs right here are going to be 0.5 MOA at 100 yards. And each of these knobs is going to have plus or minus 40 MOA of adjustment. over here is going to feature your brightness adjustment knobs as well as the on and off features. So right here in the center, I know it does look like a button. On the XPS3, this would be a night vision button. So you're going to have 20 adjustments of brightness, and the timer is going to change depending on how you turn the optic on. So if you were to turn the optic on using the up button, that's going to give you 8 hours on the timer before it shuts off. And if you touch the down button on the brightness adjustment to turn it on, it's going to give you 4 hours on the timer before it shuts off. Now, if at any point during when it's on that you push, say you turn it on with the down button and then you push the up button, it's going to reset the timer and it's going to start at 8 hours. So even if you press the down and then an hour later you press the down again, it's going to reset the timer to 4 hours. And then to power it off, you press both and it powers it off. And the battery life here is going to be 1,000 hours at setting 12, which is pretty generous. Setting 12 is pretty bright. So when you get to 20% battery life, the reticle will flash when you turn it on, meaning you have 20% left. Upon going low, let's say you're at 20% and it just continues to go down from there, the optic is not going to dim. It's going to stay at whatever brightness level that you have it set to until the battery completely dies. Another indicator of the battery running low is if the reticle itself is blinking under recoil. All right, if you guys have any questions on the Eotech XPS2-0 tan, just drop a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer those and get back with you. Thank you guys for watching.